Over here it's with dibur according to this. That then it works even midaraisa. Even midaraisa likula, he doesn't have to bring another animal. Ein le machshava v'afilu midarabbanan. If it's just machshava, like the case of, why is that different?
It's the wrong way.
Oh, okay, 5.
It's looking out.
But it's working. Shalom Aleichem. We're holding the Yud Gimel Amud Aleph all the way in the bottom. If you just joined us.
Right in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle, a third from the bottom. We're getting to a new sugya. Not only a new sugya, we're getting to a Mishnah. It's the first Mishnah since the beginning of the Masechta. Okay, so again, if there's a Maisa with a Dibur, then it works even Lekula. Even Midaraisa, it works even Lekula. But just Machshava, meaning, like the case of Chiyutan, where there's no obvious action, they try to make something susceptible to Tumah. So that wouldn't be even susceptible to Tumah, even Lekula. In a case of Machshavta and Ikeres Metoich Ma'asav, if he took, now we go back, they did Machshava. In other words, he took action. He went from the south to the north without Dibur. Midaraisa ein loy, midarabonon yesh loy. So midaraisa it doesn't work, but midarabonon, if in the case that he flipped it over, but he did speak, he took the fruit and he was flipping it with the water, so he showed that he wanted to do it. So midarabonon will be mikabel tuma.
So here he's saying it with carrots.
This is just the maskana according to this.
According to this, right? According to this malach.
Yeah.
In the first malach, there's no maskana. It was just a shaila.
Right. L'chayr, this is only going according to this to the second to Rav Nachman.
Right.
Yeah.
So Nachman must be happy.
Boy minei Shmuel Ravuna. Without peeking in the Masaras Shas, where did we learn this Gemara? Menayim lemisasi bekachim shu pasol, shenemar v'shachad es ben abokar shtei shchita l'shem ben bokar. How do you know? Yeah, you're cheating. You're cheating.
No, it's a good chance.
Where? Where in Zvachim? I know you have the art rule. You're not looking at Masaras Shas. It's right on your screen. If you don't remember this, don't be so embarrassed. This is the last words of Menachos. The final words. V'shachad has been a bokar shetei shchita l'shem ben bokar. Omar, you guys were thinking about the dreidels and the cotton candy. You said the guy with the drum was hacking in China over there. Omar loy. How do you know that if it says Rashi, according to Rashi, not other Rishonim, if a guy throws a knife, he dropped a knife, like Avi's video, I don't know if you had a chance to see the video, amazing video today. You could see the case of a guy that throws a knife and checks. Avi has it. Avi did it. He threw a knife. He went out there. He's a Talmud HaMachkimis rabbi.
He threw an axe, changed into a knife.
He threw an axe. I don't know how kosher l'chatchila that is. He threw an axe at a dartboard. Mamish, like we said yesterday, at a dartboard, and all of a sudden a cow appeared. His neck got shafted. Look it up. It's there.
The one problem there was no chazara.
Right. No, but and I was thinking, so there's no chazor, but it's long, but it was an axe. It was very short. So you can't go according to Rashi that it was long. Shtickle problem. Fine.
Okay.
You didn't see, it was very, very quick. It was quick, the whole thing. He's showing it now. Wow, okay. If we had the screen, we would show it on the screen. So he's asking, how do you know in Kachim? Forget about Chulin. Chulin is different. Oh, he's here. In Kachim, a guy throws a knife at a dartboard and all of a sudden a cow appears. It's mamish misasi. He had no intent to do shchita. He had intent to throw a knife. It's no good. Puzzle. Shenema only in Kachim. Shenema b'shachar has been abokar shtei shchita l'shem ben bakar. Omar loy zubi yadenui. I know that it's that the mitzvah to do it in order to be kind of the mitzvah b'shleimos. You have to have intent. La'akev minayin. We know in Kachim. The pasuk has to be repeated twice in order to say that it's no good. This is literally the last words of Menachos, Hadron Lach Menachos. Although over there it says It doesn't have the vav there. Zvoichu, it says over here. Okay, fine. L'daitam zvoichu. You have to have intent when you do zvicha, and if not, it's possible. Zog the Heilige Mishnah. Brand new Mishnah. Brand new sugi. Shchitas nochri nevela. A guy, according to almost all the Rishonim, a guy cannot do shchita midoraisa. And if he does shchita midoraisa, what happens if you take a gun and you shoot an animal and you kill an animal? Then his body is an avela. An avela is mitama b'masa. If you lift it up, it's tami b'masa. There's an interesting shita of the Rambam. He holds that a guy could shecht midoraisa. It's only the Rabbanan can't shecht. So therefore, when it says mitama b'masa, it would mean it's only midrabanan mitama. Fine. As the Gemara, nevela in isur analoi. It seems like when a guy shechs, so the animal's only tamei nevela, but there's no isur to sell the animal or to have any hana from it. Mantana, who does this go according to? Omer B'chia, Ber Abba, Omer Bechanon, the loy kirebi Eliezer. It doesn't go according to Rebbe Eliezer. The Rebbe Eliezer, Omar, stam achshav esovit kechavim lavid zara. An incredible halacha that if a goyish, a Jew, even Rashi says, even if a Jew shechs a goyish animal, the Jew did the whole shechita, the goy could have intent during the shechita and create avodah zarah during the shechita with his mind.
How close do you have to be?
I
Standing outside the basement.
don't know. They have to be close. He's saying this shechita that the Jew is doing for me.
He's not talking about a regular Jew.
No, I'm talking about a goy.
No, you
If
said
the goy,
also a Jew.
what?
You said also a Jew.
I said even if the Jew is shechting. No. If the Jew is not a min, shechting for the goy, a good Jew, but that's shoichet. Shechting for the goy, but the goy has kavana for avodah zarah, then it turns into avodah zarah.
How can a guy bring a korban then? Ever a korban for this shita?
Because he doesn't want to do it for korban. So let's go back here. We'll see over here. But Rebbe Eliezer says, this is Rebbe Eliezer that says stam machsheves ovit kechavim la'avodah zarah. Because he's showing in his action that it's not avodah zarah. Why is he bringing it to the Beis Hamikdash? He's doing a reverse.
He's not doing the shechita.
Maybe to be machshel. But he's saying
Yeah, but even a Jew does a
This is
shechita.
just the kavanah.
But no, he's doing
Okay.
If it's the tzarech, Rashi says the tzarech of it. When you bring it to Hamikdash, it's not the tzarech of it.
What?
Saying it's not the tzarech of it if you shech it.
Yeah. Okay. Rebbe Ami Omar Hochi Ketani. So Rebbe Ami has a different diuk in the Mishnah. Not to be medayik that it's an avela and not avodah zarah, but to say shchitas nachri in avela hademin lavodah zarah. That what? That a min is somebody that is very, very attached. It could be a Jew, it could be a priest. Rashi says it could be. He's mamish a frumer guy when it comes to avodah zarah. He's aduk. The main word is aduk. He's attached to this avodah zarah. He's very, very stark in avodah zarah. Now the Gemara really is talking about a min that's a Jew, a guy that went off the derech and became. But it means also a goy. Rashi says even a koimer, even a priest, somebody that's very, very stark into what he's doing. So if a goy, a regular goy shechs, then the animal is just an avela. But if a real fruma goy shechs, a priest, then it's avodah zarah. Tanila Rabbanon shchitas min, a Jew. This is going on a Jew. If a Jew that's a min, but obviously also a goy. But let's talk about a Jew for a second. If a Jew that turned into a min, he did shchita, then his meat is avodah zarah. Pitoi paskusi. Tosis brings here, if you look at the last words on the page, that they made a special takana that a kusi is worse than a guy, that his bread is pig, P-I-G. Can't really say it. I saw an unbelievable video. Unbelievable video. I saw a guy cheppening a chassid, like he was a modern guy. He's like he had an iPhone. So the kid says, "You're not allowed to have an iPhone." So he's recording him. So the guy says, "Why not?" He says, "Because it has bad pictures on it." So he says, what kind of bad pictures? He says, what do you mean? PIG. It has PIG. In other words, in his mind, the bad picture was a picture of a pig. But it was so bad that he didn't even want to say the word pig. You can't even say pig, so he said PIG.
At least they know how to
Actually,
spell.
I was just there.
What? The what?
If kids was able to spell the word.
No, that's how they said in school. The Rebbe spells it for them. PIG. Zog the Gemara. Okay, pas kusi. Yeno yein nesech. His yayin, we have to say that is, even though he's a Jew, it's avodah zarah. Svarov Sifrei Koismim. If he writes a Sefer Torah, Nevi'im, Ksuvim, everything, it has a halacha of Nevi'ah Bal Yisoref. The halacha is you burn it. Even if it's a Sefer Torah, you burn it. Peiros of Tvalim, if you buy fruit from him, obviously he didn't take Trumas and Maisras. V'yesh Oimrim, and there's an addition here. Avbon of Mamzerim, Daf Yud Gimel Amud Beis. His kids are mamzerim. The Tanakama who doesn't say his kids are mamzerim, why not? One thing he's careful with is his wife. Omar, shchitas nochri nevela. His shchita is considered nevela. V'neicha shema minu. Now, in our Mishnah it says that the shchita is only a nevela. Why? Maybe the guy that did it is a big frumyak and he's mamish makin avodah zara, and his shchita should be avodah zara. Omer Rav Nachman, Omer Rav Avuah. Ein minim b'umois. They don't exist. There's no such thing as a min that's so from in the nations. Vokal chazina the ika. What do you mean? The R. Ema ein roiv umois minin. Most of them are not. So you have only a miut, and a miut is not enough for us to be concerned. So Goyim shebechutz la'aretz lav oivdei avodah zara hein. This is very, very scary. Rabbi Yochanan says, and it applies to us, I think also, it's insane. It's out of habit. When a guy does avodah zarah, it's out of habit. And l'chayra, we can learn from here about ourselves as well. That we just because we're born from and we keep Shabbos and all mitzvahs, it shouldn't be out of habit. Because a guy that does avodah zarah out of habit, because he was born into a family that does avodah zarah, that's not considered avodah
Supreme
zarah.
Court ruled that you can have a Christmas tree in government buildings because it's cultural. There's nothing to it besides culture. No,
Which Supreme Court?
in the United States.
Over here the Gemara says even in your own house you could have a Christmas tree. It's garbage. It's a minig of same b'day. They're not really from enough. And Taisa sticks in and Eretz Yisrael, which the Goyim are frumer, it also they're not from enough to be considered avodah zarah. Zog the Gemara. Omer Rav Yisrael ben Yumi, Omer Rav Nachman ein minim b'umois. He just repeats the same thing. L'chayro lemay. What's Rav Nachman's halacha here? That they're not considered minim. Ilay v'leshchito has the shchitas min the Yisrael avos asiro doiv the gechavim min baya. How could it be if you say that a goyish shchita is not considered avodas gechavim? So certainly, I'm sorry. You said that a Jewish shchita is certainly not. Ilay v'leshchito that it's.
What do you mean? You showed us places that a min is worse than Rabbi Kohavim.
Where did I say that?
That the pas, his pas is...
Oh, that's a special gzera on pas. No, that was a pas because not to eat with them, not to marry their kids, etc. Ilay b'shchita shchitas min the Yisrael amris asiro do gechavim baya. Certainly that a guy should be worse and he shouldn't be able to eat. Ela lemeridin.
No, it should be also ba'ana.
Asor.
I know, it should be like hello.
Right. Why does Rav Nachman say that there's no meaning by the nations? There certainly should be. It should be also. It should be also ba'ana. Ela lemeridin. We had the halacha in avodah zarah that if you see a min, you could chuck him into a pit and let him die over there. So lemeridim hashda the Yisrael meridim. If you could take a Jewish min and throw him into a pit, so certainly to guy you should also be able to. Omer vukva barchoma lekabel mem korban desanya. This is halacha of lekabel korban desanya mikem. This one Avi might be right, but whatever. Just to make it more fun. Adam ki yakriv mikem korban lashem. It could say Adam ki yakriv korban lashem. The whole word mikem is extra, so we learn from this two things. Mikem means from you Jews. And not only mikem you Jews, but within you Jews, it has to be a Jew that's not a min. That a min has to be a good Jew. Mikem v'loy kulchem lo hoitzis hamumar mikem bochem chilakti v'loy b'umois. That the goyim don't have this problem of min. You could be a goyish min and be other than avodah zara, and you could still bring a carbon. Now, there's an interesting Rashi here. I think it's good to see if we have a minute here. Well, we don't have a minute, but we'll see it anyways real quickly. Rashi says, it says in Mefurish in a Brisa, so what is Rav Nachman coming to tell us? You can't say, oh, it already says it. Not every Amayra heard all the Brises, but something that says Mefurish in a Mishnah, that every so he said in Shas. And Amayra knows every single Mishnah, but he doesn't know every single Brisa, and you can't always ask that question, what are you coming to be Mechadish? And therefore, even though it says Mefurish in the Brisa, he said it anyways. It says Gemara Memai, who told you what this pasuk is talking about? Maybe Dilmach Gamar Yisrael Mitzadike Kabel Mirshiloi Tekabel Avamu Masoilam Klal Klal. Who told you to make a diuk that Mikem means it has to be a good Jew, but not a bad Jew. But from a guy, even a bad guy can bring. Maybe fakert, even a good guy can't bring. Only a good Jew can bring, but a good guy can bring. Ish. Over here, I didn't write it out. Ish, because it says the word ish. Ish would be enough. A man could bring a carbon. Ish ish. It's mamish. That's obvious. It's very extra. The second word. The rabbis are the gechavim shenoidrim nedarim. What's the difference between a neder and a nedava? A neder is R Eli. A nedava is this particular carbon. So if a guy says this specific animal I want to bring as a carbon, it's only this specific animal. And if the animal dies, he doesn't have to bring another one. And if the guy says R Eli in general, I want a carbon, any carbon, then even if the carbon dies, he has to bring another one. Akopanim, he's in the parsha of nedarim and nedavos like a Jew because it says ish. Of course, if a guy shechs an animal and it turns into a nevela, then of course it becomes tomei b'masa. Omar Rav Achi Katani, Zoi mitama b'masa. This guy that's not a min is mitama b'masa. We do have a type of guy that is mitama. What? Yeah, a shchita that's done by a guy that's not a min is mitama b'masa. You have a shchita that's done by another guy called a min that's really into his avodah zara. That a shchita is so bad that it's much worse than a nevela. It becomes tumas oil. What's tumas oil? That anything that's within the room, not touching it, also becomes tomei. Vezezu zutekroy b'savodah zara ukareb Yehuda ben Beseira. And the Gemara is going to bring a review of the Beseira soon. Ikadam riyom Rav Achi Katani zu mitama b'masa v'yesh l'cha acheresh kazu shemitama b'masa ve'ena mitama b'oil. In other words, that the Mishnah is saying everything is only mitama b'masa and not b'oil. Ve'ezeh zoi kroy b'savodah zara like Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira. This Sanya. What does Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira say? How do I know that if you shech the carbon avodah zara, it has such a strong tumah like a dead person? That's avodah zara. The Torah puts it in the same category as a dead body, and it's metame ba'oil. In the next few daf, we have these small mishnayos, like a little mishnah, and then a small piece of gemara, a little mishnah. It keeps on going. Baruch Hashem, it's good. Says the next Mishnah, Hashoichet b'laylo, if you shecht at night, v'chein asumo, or a blind person, sheshochat shchitosik sheira. We're going to see what the problem is at night. Hashoichet de'eved in, l'chatchil eloi. It seems, Zokt Rashi, the problem with the night is that maybe you don't have roiv simonim. You don't have roiv simonim, you can't check. We just learned, what? Oh, so you could see in the daytime, yes. Good kasha. So, I saw Rabbi Yashiv says that we're worried that maybe it'll split open. There's different answers. Lamaisa, we learned that you have to check. It's more than the morning. You have to check. So he checked in the morning, and he saw that it's right. What's the problem?
What we see, you said, so you have to check the night, not the...
No, you have to check the simonim. Remember? After that's halacha we learned. Right after shchita, you have to check the simonim to see if there's a right. So since he has one, if you don't check, you can't eat it. So he checked it. So there's a roiv. Okay, different tirutzim. Tosfos says that we're not worried like Rashi. That there's a different Tosfos. I forgot what it's called. A special Tosfos. Tosfos Michosis says that we're not worried that maybe they didn't do roiv. We're worried that there was a Shia and Jerisa, and that you can't check in the next day. It was that night, and maybe pause for a second. And you couldn't see. I don't know. Like there's more of a Jerisa, something that you need to see. It's hard. You don't check that, but since it's at night, maybe he would do it because he's worried of the night and he's scared and it's dark, and so he did more. It's more of an opportunity for him to do Shia and Drisa. Says the Gemara, I'm sure he'll tell you also that the Shechita house is going after Shkia. They go through the night as well. So how come? Because it says there's a problem of doing it on the sfina. Throwing the blood into the shechting over the ocean is also. But if you do it on the sfina, then it's obviously that you're shechting over the Rashi says you're shechting the blood into the ocean because you don't want to get your ship dirty, not because you're doing idol worship. Omra Papa, the lights are on. If there's light, then you can shecht even at night. Omra Vashi, the kanami dektani hasam dumi yom. Because by us it says hashoichet balayla v'chein asuma. Night and a blind person are in the same category, meaning it's dark. And over there in the Brisa it says bein bayoyim ubein balayla. It sticks the day next to the night. That the lights are on, and that's why it's okay. And if the lights are not on, it's not okay.